My 8th grade hair metal phase was severe. Luckily for me, my dad also shared my liking for shrieking vocals and way too much hairspray. I didn't use too much hairspray. I didn't use any hairspray. That's actually a lie because I did competition dance. In 2005, my dad got me tickets to see Motley Crue at the Minnesota State Fair, and these tickets were either 12th or 14th row. I had never seen musicians sweat before. The summer of 2005 was the summer right before I started high school. I was working lunch shifts at the Minnesota State Fair, and on August 26th I went to work as usual, except that I had written Motley Crue in Sharpie on my arm, because obviously I wanted everyone to know that I was going to see Motley Crue that night. So I was already at the fair that day, so my dad and my brother kind of picked me up from work, and after eating obscene amounts of very healthy fair food, we made our way down to the grandstand. While we were walking around the grandstand, kind of waiting to go in, we saw a roadie walking around with this bass guitar. But it was cool because it was signed by all of the members of the band, and I asked if I could take a picture with it, and they said yeah, so they handed me this giant bass that was like the size of my entire body, and I got a picture with it. Oh boy, I will tell you, awkward 14-year-old me standing with this bright yellow hat and all black, holding this like really gnarly looking bass, and I'm just smiling like a goof. Here's that picture. Yep. You know what? I have no regrets. I was the girl that would wear all black and then a bright yellow hat that had a mosquito on it that said, "Bite me." The show was crazy. We had floor seats. We were in, 12th or the 14th row. And I remember making a statement to my dad after they'd started playing. I said, "Look, they're sweating. I can see them sweat. That's how close we are. We can see them sweat." And I was freaking out about that. I thought that was the coolest thing. There were parts of that night where I did get kind of uncomfortable. It was the Carnival of Sins tour. So there were a bunch of like almost naked people on stage, and I was just like... And the only part of the night where I was extremely uncomfortable was when Tommy Lee did his flash cam. And I'm not talking bright light, still camera pictures. He made up for it in my book for his floating drum set solo. Apparently he's known for this kind of stuff, but he was rigged up, had, like a harness on, and he, just went up to this drum set that was way above everything else, and he just, did his thing, no big deal. But I thought that was the coolest thing. They played all of my favorites like Live Wire, Home Sweet Home, Kickstart My Heart, and Sick Love Song, and as their encore they covered Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols. At the same time as my hair metal phase, I also went through a punk phase. The stage setup was like a carnival, because a carnival of sins. So like the top of the stage was kind of like a circus tent or a carnival tent. Like the other two concerts that I've talked about this week, I haven't been able to find any videos of this specific concert. At the time of this concert, YouTube was only 6 months old. It wasn't a common practice to take your own videos, but they did make a DVD of this tour, and I can't imagine that it differed too much from night to night. I did finally get a shirt at this one, but I don't know what I was thinking because I got a large. Maybe they were out of mediums or smalls. This is the shirt I got. It's large, and I drown in this shirt. Why did I get such a big shirt? I did bring a disposable camera to this concert, and I took some pictures. Thank you so much for watching today's Make Concert a Day. I post one of these every day this month. Comment and subscribe if you like what you saw, and I'll see you tomorrow.